Rackberg. Appreciate those kind words, man. Keeps me fired up. Keeps me going. Hearing that kind of stuff. Appreciate you, buddy.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today SMC_me_.
YouTube is live. Maybe try refreshing, May. I was just double checking that. Plus program goal. Share your progress towards meeting plus program. What is plus program? Do I care about that? I don't think so. All right. It is. Four. Oh wait, there it goes. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear it's working over there, man. All right, we'll finish out this song. Maybe not. There's another 3 minutes in it. Little test. Claps in chat. Claps in chat. Claps in chat. Introducing stories on Twitch. I don't care.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Clarkio. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Fucheros.
What's up, F. Pucheros? What's up, May? What's up, Frackberg? Thank you for being here, being an early bird special, joining me for the intro dance. Much appreciated. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. You are tuned in to the Clarkio Shenanigan Show right here on twitch.tv/Clarkio, youtube.com/Clarkio, and other places too, sometimes LinkedIn, Instagrams. We're just sticking with YouTube and Twitch today. Maybe LinkedIn when we get into the technical portion of the show. But I'm your host, Clarkio, and we got some fun in store today. Take a look right here. Got a little list. Thought I'd try it out from overlays.uno website that Nutty posted about a video today, and I was like, I'll give it a shot right before stream. Back to work for you. All right, Frackberg, appreciate you. Get your lurk on. Appreciate the lurk. Hope work goes well. And thank you for the kind words earlier too. So I'm your host, Clarkio. I stream here every Friday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, that is. And we have some fun in store for today, as you can see, right on the left-hand side of your screen. We got wins of the week. So if you have wins of the week to share, drop them in the chat. Let me know. Would love to hear it. If not, no pressure. That and again, it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be small, little stuff. The idea is to reflect and find something positive that happened for you this week that you're happy about. Outside of that, we're going to be doing the usual schedule, right? After that, we do Wordle and Connections together. Wordle, I'm competing against you. Connections, we play together. And then right around there is when I'm usually eating some lunch or something. So we'll play Words on stream for that. Otherwise, we may delay that.
And thanks for joining today, Rugmat.
And then we'll get into what we were doing last week, which really the theme for the past couple of streams has been around AI coding tools like Copilot. We got Tab 9, we got Codium, we got chat helpers like ChatGPT and Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 3.5. So all that fun stuff we've been taking a look at, testing out, and so we're going to jump into that. Basically, today's going to be part 2 to see if we can expand upon what we did last stream, okay? One other note on that in terms of logistics is I need to have a hard stop around 4 p.m. Hopefully, like maybe 5 till 4 p.m. exactly Eastern time. Excuse me, the latest. Excuse me, a little indigestion. What the heck is going on? Because I have an appointment around 4:30 Eastern that I need to try and get to, and I'm really going to be cutting it tight, but it'll be fine. It's going to be fine. And then I'm going to go to my kids' class stuff that they got going on afterwards that my wife's taking them to. So that's what we're going to be aiming for today. So that's why we're going to jump into things fairly quickly. So, if you got wins of the week, cool. If not, then now we'll just move along a little bit faster. So, Rugmat, yes, you did miss the dance. Sorry about that. And thank you for sharing a win of the week there. Get your wins of the week queued up. Appreciate you sharing yours, Rugmat. If anybody else has more wins of the week, drop them in the chat. Mine. So I have a couple to share. I took notes. I came prepared. One of them is I'm still continuing to recover well. We're not going to go into details about this. The procedure I had last week. You can tune into the last week's stream if you want some more details about that. But because I want to spare people the details that were not interested in hearing that last time. I digress. But recovering well still. Things are going good and very happy about that. That's a win. The other thing is, as I've been mentioning in past streams too, that I'm trying to be more of an advocate for myself when it comes to my health and medical situations. And I had the scare last year, so I'm taking initiative and being proactive about getting on top of my health. With that being said, I went to a new primary care doctor, which I think I shared a while ago that I booked the appointment back in May, so it took 3 months to get to go and establish here. The other positive of that is I really like this doctor. So far it seems like he's the kind of doctor that I've been looking for a while, that will spend time with you, is not looking at you like a number, just trying to get you in and out and collect that check from the insurance company and whatnot. So had a good meeting or appointment with him, and getting to meet him and getting to know him, and him getting to know me. And I got some follow-ups to do, my physical and blood work and stuff like that coming up. So very excited about that, and very happy. that I likely have found a good primary care doctor that I can stick with for a while and build up that doctor-patient relationship with. So, and thank you, Frank. So those are 2 wins. The other thing is just like on another personal note, over the weekend, I, for the first time, thanks to YouTube's help and folks on there that post about this stuff and make videos about this stuff, I managed to fix a dripping / leaky faucet in my bathroom, which was not too bad. It was pretty easy fix. The part that I had to replace was $20, so not it's much cheaper than having to replace the whole faucet, thankfully. And the funny thing about that is it didn't work at first. So I was like, oh man, maybe that wasn't what it was needing. But it just was a matter of, so basically it's a single handle faucet that you like pop up and pop down, and then you twist left or right if you want it hot or cold. And what with those, I mean, with most of them actually, there's just this like cartridge that sits inside of it. If you have the dual handle ones, there's a cartridge in each one then, instead of just a single one. They call them a cartridge, but it's like the valve that lets the water come through it, through the faucet. So in any case, I popped the old one out, which was nice and easy to get out, thankfully, even though the house is fairly old. I'm surprised that it wasn't too much effort to get out. Also, I can't be like lifting and doing a lot of labor intensive stuff until Wednesday of next week, essentially. So thankful for that too. That was kind of a win within that win that worked out. So you pop that out, pop the new one in, and it was still dripping a little bit after I got everything back together. So I was like, oh man, what's this going to be? So then I was like, it seemed like basically what was happening is you would shut it off, but it would still, like, water was somehow seeping through the cartridge and the valve to come out the faucet. And I think it was just a matter of, like, it was set too far down. So that's going to be a good cliffhanger.
There's an ad running for 90.
Ad running for 90. So anyway, I just set it down. I basically, what was happening is that cartridge was sitting down inside the center of the faucet too much. And so I had to just slightly pull it up just enough. And then I set the pin that holds that in place. Like it still managed. It was like millimeter, like a centimeter, millimeter, probably millimeter, like difference. And that did it. So that's another win. And then as always, the one that I'm grateful for, and those of you that have family with kids and stuff like that, whenever you're all are happy and healthy, things are going smooth, you want to take a moment to be grateful for that. And we're glad to hear that. Especially when the kids had started school now, and so they're getting back into the old routine, which is nice. Dropping them off at the bus stop early in the morning, then the other one over at daycare, and so it's nice to be back in that routine and get things flowing again in that way. So those are my wins of the week. Hopefully that bought you some time to think of your own and share it in the chat. And then we will continue to chug along, because again, we have a hard stop at 4 p.m. Eastern today. So, and I'll need your help probably to keep me on track with that in case I get too into the weeds of what we're working on. All right, catching up on chat a little bit. Rugmat shared a win a week earlier. Rugmat went outside the city Sunday night. Hold on, let's hold on a second. I don't know if Rugmat's in ads right now. It should be done now. Okay, Rugmat's win of the week. Went outside the city Sunday night to stare at the stars / meteor shower / northern lights. That sounds awesome. That's cool. Congrats on that, and thank you for sharing, Rugmat. Round of applause in chat for Rugmat. Frank, thanks for saying good for you, my friend. Appreciate that. This goes as a reminder, too. I'm going to keep reminding you all. Frackberg, if you're listening in the background, or you're back now from your work stuff, be diligent about taking care of your health, buddy. I know you're kind of like how I was in the past. You've mentioned that at least, so that's why I'm just calling you out again. So there you go. All right, Sean, and anybody else, if you're anything like how I was, and you've just been putting off thinking like, I don't need to go to the doctor, or you've had problems with your existing primary doctor, you don't like them or something like that, go get a new one. Go find a new one, spend some time, spend 30 minutes looking up different doctors in your area, make a list, look at reviews. There's lots of, like, if you just Google reviews on the doctors in your area, you'll find some sites, whether they're biased or not, I don't know, but you get the idea. And that'll help you kind of whittle it down. And, I know insurances are different here in the U.S. for everybody, and overseas too and stuff like that, or outside the U.S. So you might have some limitations on how often you can go jumping around between primary care doctors. I get that. But at least try, right? Make an effort. See if you can. So there you go. All right. Sean 08. Sean A. Win of the week. Survived the week from hell. I'm sorry. I want that week from hell because of what you shared in Discord, right? Where you got thrown into the deep end for somebody's on-call or something like that, right? In any case, I'm glad you survived, Sean. Congrats on getting through that. And thank you for sharing. Round of applause for Sean. Oh, that was just the start of it? Do you have more to share with us? I mean, you can feel free to vent and let us know here if you'd like. It's up to you. No pressure, though. Frackberg says, forgot the win of the week. Win of the week got paid for the first time in a year. That is awesome, Frackberg. Congrats on that, man. Super happy for you. Frackberg says, being judged by clarkio. Yep, it's a Friday. That is an interesting way for you to put it, considering I prefaced it with, you and I are similar. Right? So I know exactly what it's like. If anything, I'm judging myself too. So I'm just trying to give you a nudge, man. That's all. I care about you. So I'm the king of odd phrasing. Fair enough. Sean A says, I can share more privately, LOL. It's just been a long ass week. Okay, fair enough. No worries. Yeah, no pressure. Happy to chat more and hear from you if you want to vent and whatnot. All right, that's everybody so far, but don't feel shy if you have more wins of the week that you think of later, or if you come in later. For anybody that tunes in, you don't have to, you're not limited to sharing your wins of the week just to this segment of the show, but I'm going to keep things moving along. So we're going to jump into Wordle now and see if I can beat you all, chat. Where do we stand on that? I think you tied it up last week, right, chat? Speaking of, in case you'd like to join in on the fun, we play Wordle and Connections and share our results and chat about different technical stuff and just everyday things that are happening throughout the week. And if you'd like to join in on that, you can join up through the... Why did that only go to... Let's try this again. That didn't go anywhere, did it? You're going to have some feedback in the background because of... Oh, that's why it's sent to all. Why isn't that the default? Because there's a vacuum going off. It's still not going to YouTube. Why? What's the problem? No YouTube broadcaster currently monitored. Alright, well, looks like I'm going to have to fix that first. Hold on, chat. What's going on here? Both of them are live. Why isn't StreamerBot recognizing that? I mean, I updated StreamerBot right before stream, of course, and reconnected my account there. Maybe I'll restart StreamerBot. Let's see. Nothing like technical difficulties. Updating on a Friday. I didn't do the Windows update like I mentioned in Discord. Yeah, it's like it doesn't recognize that I'm live there. Weird. There might be a bug in the new update. That stinks. I can't really see the chat on YouTube. Even though I'm live.
Welcome in
Bummer.
and thanks for joining today. C_is_better than _CPP.
C is better than C++. Okay. Fun fact, if you accidentally broke your Microsoft keyboard/mouse dongle, you need to replace the whole set. Nice one, Microsoft. Didn't know that. Welcome in. C is better than C++. Sean says, clarkio updating his computer. Yep, it's Friday. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I guess I'll have to manually monitor the YouTube chats here. It looks like mostly just... Okay. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's get into Wordle. So, as I was mentioning, we play Wordle every week, and then daily, people share their results in the Discord. And where we left off was last week. You tied it up, chat. 14-14 as of August 9th. So we'll see. So if you're new and you haven't seen us play this, basically what happens is I got to guess the word in 3 or less guesses to get a point. If it takes me more than that, chat, you all get a point. And if I fail completely, you get 3 points. Okay? So you want me to just completely fail it, essentially. Reminder, don't help Clarkio. I mean, you can help me. Absolutely. All right, we always start off with farts. Ooh, we got some good info. I feel like it's the last 3 Wordles have had an A and 1 other letter from farts in it. I think it was S yesterday. A and S. So, and I got it in like the 2nd or 3rd guess. All right. Can it be is it a lure? Is that a word? Yes. Okay, we got an E at the end. Got some more info. I'm guessing A is the middle letter then. Maybe it starts with R. Rain? Or no, it might be like DR. Like Drake. Oh, maybe it's break. Try that. Oh, so close! Damn, chat. All right, you're getting... I was going a little fast like I was normally playing, and I forgot that I needed to really get it on that. So it's probably brace, right? Yeah. Damn. So close, chat. All right, you get a point. You took the lead back. You took the lead back, chat. Good for you. All right, let's share the results. We do pipe, paste in the results, and then pipe to hide it, not spoil things for people. And then we got to jump to this and edit it. Today is the 16th. And chat, you're back in the lead. Congrats. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks. I had the lead for a very short period of time. I should have just stopped streaming. So I could have kept the...
Thanks for joining today. Today's wordly answer is...
Nice. Nice work, Matt. All right, next up we got connections. This is one where we play together, okay? You don't have to worry about us beating anything or whatnot. Ooh, look at my statistics. 89% win. That's better than I thought. Win of the week from Rugmat. Chat wins. Okay. I mean, break was a great guess. Thanks, Sean. Very close. All right, let's shuffle this up a couple times. Because, you know, they probably set it... I believe they set it up in a way to, like, really screw with you in the first orientation. So that's why I shuffle it right away. Do we think this is a thing? I feel like that's a trick right there, right? That's got to be a trick. The hyphenated words. Average, okay. So. Fair. Yep, okay. Good thing we got that out of the way.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today,
Build a builder. We're on the same wavelength right there. Break was already a Wordle word. December 20th, 2021. Really? Is that how long this game's been around? Is that how long we've been playing? Have you tried loading it in different browsers to see if the first setup is the same? We can try like incognito. Hold on a second. I want to make sure incognito doesn't show anything that I don't want to see. I forget how it started out though. Oh, there's an advertisement. Come back over here. I feel like it was like this before. I don't know. We can go back to the VOD and look. It came out during the pandemic. Really? Wow. Time has flown. Oh, yes, sir. So yeah, maybe Sean, if you recall what was at the top left, was it okay or not? Or maybe bottom right or something like that? We can check in the VOD. Or I actually I can do like another incognito browser over here from my other browser profile and see. Yes, it's the same. Like, look at the top row. Okay, cowboy, ankle, sun, high tide, yo-yo, ma. Yeah, so they intentionally set it up this way, I think. All right, back to our instance, though. Yeah, it's the same. Just wanted to see.
Thanks for joining today, Steve Kyle.
Why am I so low? How's that? Is that better? Or you mean like volume-wise, am I low? Like quiet? Sound you mad, man. I don't know. Turn me up. Turn me up. Maybe it's my audio setup. Good comms. Good comms. Let's see what we got. Whoa, 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 whoa. I could turn my gain up a little bit here. Makeup gain. Let's go. What am I on? Oh, that's recording latest. That's why. I need to go back to default. I think it's this one. Check, check. 1, 2. Oh, that's probably louder. Yep. So much better. Okay. Thanks. You know what it is? I tend to switch audio profiles when I'm recording for work and stuff like that, and I must have. Well, and the computer restarted on me too. All right. Good comm, Steve Kyle. Appreciate that, buddy. Happy Friday. What's your win of the week? All right. Today, the stream is hosted by Mini Clarkio. Yeah. Also, shout out to my job. I forgot to do that too. You mentioning hosted by Mini Clarkio made me think of that. Not endorsed or anything like, or sponsored or anything like that, but they make it possible that I can do this on Friday. So shout out to Sneak, developer security platform. You can check them out at sneak.io. Child back at school, and I have work from home silence again. Nice. That's a good win. Thank you for sharing too. And same here. Feels good to be back in the old routine. All right, what else do we think goes together connections-wise here? We got rising tide, rising elevator. What else? Rising sun. Rising yo-yo? High rise? Okay, let's see. Let's try it. So it's like maybe it's sunrise, high rise, tide rise? Ma rise? I feel like that's got to be something, right? Ha, ma, or. Oregon, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Nice job, Sean. Nice job. Again, there'll be feedback in the background a little bit. There's a vacuum going off. Work from home life. Break an ankle. Break the tide. Ooh, cowboy. I guess it wasn't high rise, by the way. Types of boots. Cowboy boot. Ankle boot. Go-go boot. Thigh-high boot. We're thinking that. All right, I'm going to send it. Kinds of boots. Nice job, Steve Kyle. Nice job. All right, what do we think this one's going to be? Yo-yo, tide, sun, elevator. It's got to be something like yo-yo goes up and down, the tide goes up and down, the sun goes up and down, elevator goes up and down. I think it's something like that. Well, now we know it was... What did we have? We had high rise, rising tide, rising sun, and elevator. We were kind of on the right train of thought. Things that go up and down. I think that's like the first we've gotten that last category correct. Like where we knew that those went together, but we guessed the category, you know? Very nicely done. Moving along, chat. Moving along quickly today. Love to see it. I'm going to paste the results of this in the Discord. Again, if you'd like to join up on there, clarkio.com/Discord to get the invite. and you can share your results when you play Wordle and Connections weekly. All right, getting into what we're doing the rest of today. Let's remind me, hard stop, 4 p.m. today. We're gonna put we did the wins of the week. We did Wordle and Connections, although we'll do that for lunch. Words on stream. And now we're gonna get back into can AI solve this meme, which is the very typical thing, right? You do something repetitively, just to set the stage for folks that weren't here last week when we started working on this. You do something repetitively that's manual, and then you're like, as a programmer, your natural thought is, well, I could probably automate that with some code. Sean says, sorry, 4 p.m. did the conversion. Your time is 1 p.m. Yes. Yes, y'all. All right. So, and the scenario that I have is for work, I have to produce this report. That's something like this on a weekly basis. So every Monday, I make this here, make it bigger so you can read it better. Every Monday, I got to be like, hey, here's this week's stats for the channel. And then I go the week over week one, week over week, and it's like subscribers. So from last week to this week, so let's say last week we got 5 subscribers, this week we got 10, so that means the week over week difference is +5, right? And then views, similar, like let's say we got 100, and then this week we got 150, so we got +50 views, right? So that's the first aspect of it. Then we got since the program started, which was April 8th is when we started uploading these new videos. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, you can head on over to here. You see my ugly mug. Drop that in the chat here. May, your question over in Discord about YouTube, is it supposed to look like that? There should be 2 streams on my YouTube channel right now. You have the horizontal one right here, and then there's the vertical one. So like, I'm doing that because YouTube is very much pushing YouTube Shorts videos. I mean, they're doing their typical regular videos, right? But they're also pushing vertical content. That's what this is here. So for people that are watching on mobile, they can tune into this and you can see things a little bit better. That's the idea. Now, do I have it set up in a way that's making it really more visible? I don't know. Probably not. I have work to do. But you see how I do this zoom like that? I want to set up, I haven't done it yet, but it's on my to-do list. I want to set it up so that the vertical canvas that I have in OBS is always zoomed in to my mouse, wherever my mouse is going when I'm in this scene. So that way it's very easily seen. And then I just make my camera smaller for that scene. So that's what that's about, May. And for folks that are missing the context on that, May posted about it in our Discord channel that I'm monitoring right now too. So hopefully that helps, May. Let me know what you think. You're on laptop? Okay, so if you're on laptop, just go up basically to the channel. If you're in this view, just click on the channel in the bottom left. Go to and then you should see both, right? And you can switch to the horizontal one. Hope that helps. All right, so what I was saying is you can go to Sneak's channel. This is where I'm producing weekly videos and almost daily shorts. YouTube shorts over there. Link in the chat right there, and I'm dropping it in YouTube as well, since my chat bot is not working right now. The most recent video we got is how we're starting off the series, how AI almost got me fired. And the scenario there is, imagine you're a developer, that you're interested in AI coding tools helping you accelerate your workflow, and so it's going to spit out code for you, right? Like, that's the expectation, and they're great for that. They're great being these AI coding assistants. But the scenario I'm going with for this, just to kind of drive a message home with it, is, all right, I have this tight deadline. I need to build out this notes app that lets my users create, update, delete notes, that type of thing. And I need to get it done fast, and I need to get it done without any security vulnerabilities. So I tell the AI to go like spit out some code for me for that, and then I analyze it with Sneak to see if it has vulnerabilities in it. And spoiler alert, they all have some level of vulnerabilities in it. Some of them have like less severe vulnerabilities or less number of vulnerabilities, and others have more. And honestly, you get different results each time from each one anyway. So like sometimes the first result that you get from the AI has maybe, let's say, like 8 vulnerabilities in it, and then the second time it has less, or it might be vice versa, right? It's very very sporadic, very like a lot of varying results with it. So the point of this is I'm trying out different tools. So in this one, I use Codium, and the next one that's going to come out on Monday, I use Tab 9. And then I have another one that I recorded this week where I'm using one called Cody from SourceForge. So anyway, the whole point being, we cannot just blindly trust AI to output all the code for us. We need to be, just like you would with human generated code, you need to review it for security vulnerabilities. You got to do the same thing with AI generated code. And so that's what I'm trying to convey in these videos here. And I think it's been fun for me, and I hope it's fun for people that are viewing it. And yeah, that's so yeah, check that out if you're interested. So the point we're getting at, the reason I bring all that up is you can see the videos vary week to week. Nothing's like crazy popular. I mean, relatively speaking to the size of the channel, 8,000. We're growing consistently. You know, we got like a linear growth going on right now, and the videos kind of just go up and down depending on the topic, depending on, I mean, a lot of it is I'm learning through this whole process now that we're like 20 videos in, I think it is. This is when we started back in April 8th, 4 months ago. Very much the thumbnail, the title, and the first like 3 seconds have to be rock solid to get people to like really jump into it. And the topic itself, right? So I'm like trying to find, and AI is hot. People are searching for AI all the time, and so that's why I'm on this kick too.
Thanks for joining,
you know,
today, Roy Lacey.
What's up, Roy Lacey? Good to see you. And Marcus Voice Coder, good to see you as well. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. I'll catch up on messages in just a second. So I'm setting the stage on like what's going on. So we started in April 8th up until today's date. Let's say, you know, that's the variable there, and then we see what's the difference. For the total number of subs, again, views, right, and so forth. Oh, and the one thing we left off last stream is we were trying to figure out how can we, because in it I show how many total videos have we published, you know, so it should be like 20 this week, and how many shorts, and I think we're up to like 90 something or something like that. So that's what the report's doing. Okay, so we were able to do this last time, and the AI was actually pretty good at figuring that out. Where we started getting stuck is the AI was not good at figuring this out. And I don't know that I would blame the AI on that. Again, I'm just level setting, catching everybody up, that if in case you missed last week, if you already saw last week, this is just repeating that and making sure we're all on the same page and reminding you where we left off, okay? And so I think the problem with this is more on the YouTube API side than it is on the AI, because Shorts is relatively new compared to like all the data that the AI might have been trained on for YouTube's API in the past, and they seem to be maybe updating their AI to better show Shorts separate from videos, or live streams separate from videos, and so forth. So there is that. Yeah, public and private videos too, right? That's the other thing. So where we left off that we struggled and didn't quite get to a solution is getting a list of the videos on a channel that are public, and then separating that list of videos, whether they're standard videos, shorts, or live streams. So, and for all this, I've been, in case you're wondering, because I know the question came up last week, I need to make this report for my work channel, YouTube channel, but I've been using my own personal YouTube channel to test against, because especially while I'm live streaming, so I don't expose anything for my work. Like majority of the time, actually pretty much all the time, when I'm working on work stuff, it's on my work machine and not on this machine. When I'm making videos though, I'm on this machine. So just a heads up on that. So there you go. All right, so now that we're all caught up, let me catch up on chat a little bit too here. I'll leave this up so in case more people pop in that are trying to figure out what we're working on. We're getting into it really quick. 45 minutes into the stream, we're already into the technical segment of the show. So this is a good feeling. All right. Steve Kyle says, I just had a few minutes before a meeting started. I missed this was from earlier. I'll hit you up this week. All right, sounds good. And some days you're weasel and some days you're a baboon. What do you, I don't know what you meant by that. Oh, types of boots. I like it. Things that go up and down. Reminder, hard stop at 1 p.m. Sorry, 4 p.m. did the conversion. May says I'm on laptop. Marcus Voice Coder says, I thought I had to put my screen on vertical. Dope. Nope, you don't need to do that. May says, oh, okay. Clicked on the other and now it looks normal. Yeah, I got you, May. Just trust everything AI gives you, Marcus says. No. I know you're saying that facetiously. It won't be long before you can't compile code with vulnerabilities. Yeah? What's up, Roy Lacey? Good to see you. Hey, yo, right back at you. Why AI? Shouldn't the separation between shorts and videos be some sort of predefined variable or attribute? You would think. So we got to catch up on this, and we were looking at the API manually ourselves last time, as you can see from this link here. And will there be a poll or prediction again? I think I don't know. Do you want to do that again, May? Because I feel like we answered it. The poll or prediction we did last week was, can AI solve the meme? Right? That's what. Oops. Where was I going here? Can AI solve this meme? And I think the answer is it depends. But generally speaking, yeah, it kind of can. That's the thing that we all have been. I mean, those of you that are paying attention, keeping up to date with this stuff, and have had time to look into AI as like a coding assistant, I think we've all come to the conclusion that AI is not replacing us as developers, for one, or anybody working in technology, to generally speaking here. And then two, where it can work out really great right now is as an assistant, as something that can be like a pair programmer. Oh, knock on the door. Hold on. All right, we got lunch. So we're going to play words on stream. But let me finish that thought. What was that thought? Oh, the two things that we've come to the conclusion on what AI can do for us. Came to the conclusion that AI is not going to be taking our jobs anytime soon. And then two, it's great at like being a pair programmer or looking up things and like helping with research on APIs and things like that for you. But it's not perfect, right? Just like your coworker that helps you. They're great. They can be a great resource at times, and then other times they can be not helpful. Ad's over. Okay, thanks, May. Perfect timing because I just got lunch. So we're going to take a pause break here. I'm glad we haven't switched categories either. We're going to go play words on stream for a bit. While I eat my lunch. Let me get you the mirror link. Drop that in the chat. That way you can get faster updates. Everybody ready? Release says, I don't know who needs this, but last week I discovered that when it comes to documentations, Google Gemini Bard is much better than ChatGPT, as GPT creates and changes attributes even if they don't exist. Well, I mean, we can test that out. We can see. Maybe, because what was I using last time? Last time I was using Claude, I think, right? Yeah. Last time I was using Claude. In fact, let me... YouTube growth tracker. Bring that chat back up. Can I mark things done? Where we're at right now. Okay. I'm gonna bring my words on stream again. All right, everybody ready?
Welcome in and thanks for joining today Code with CN.
What's up, Code Sean? Ooh, hot. Oh, nice. You're at a conference, Code Sean? What conference, man? If you don't mind sharing. And no problem. I totally understand. Appreciate you tuning in still. Again, sorry for the background noise, folks. Dev up? Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Nice job, chat. Nice, Rugmat. I think maybe Pratt. Oh, Roar. Yeah, nice. Code John. Same time. Look at that. A top. R. At. Hot. I don't know. Nice job, chat. Nice job. Let's keep it going.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today Ordinary Gamer 30.
What's up, Ordinary Gamer? Happy to have you here.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today Chicken_Man.
Chicken_Man. What's up, Chicken Man? Good to see you. What's that other 5-letter word? bar. D-bar. All right. Now we got it. Got to get this. Close it out. Does that read abed or abed? Or abed? Abed, like aid in the bed, criminal. Level 10, let's go. Queries. Nice, Rugmat. I was thinking something like question. I couldn't think of... There was no T. Oh. Nice. Dang, you all are just getting the answers before I even think of them. All right, last one's a 6-letter word, alphabetically before choirs. Uses? I thought it'd be reused. That was a tough one. All right, S is fake, right? The save would work. Gravel. G is hidden. G is hidden. Good guess, Build a Builder. That was a tough one for me. Nice.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Rugmat.
What's up, Rugmat? Nice. All right, one more. 5-letter between frump and puree. I don't know. A dull and fashionably dressed woman. What's that? Oh, frump. All right, let's keep it going. Let's take stock here because we're gonna get level 18 is gonna be a tough one probably. We got May, Ordinary Gamer, Build a Builder, Code with Sean, Rugmat, Roy Lacey, Chicken Man, and Marcus Voice Coder. Appreciate you getting us here. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. Level 18. Ooh, wow. I have no idea. Failure. Oh my gosh. Ah. All right, we'll play one more round. We'll finish up eating. Big shout out to May, Ordinary Gamer, Build a Builder, Rugmat, Code Sean, Roy Lacey, Chicken Man, and Marcus Voice Coder. Thank you for playing that round. We're gonna play one more round. We made it to 18. Let's see if we can beat that. Restart right now. If you are just joining and you like having the mirror link so you get faster updates, I'm dropping that in the chat right now. Feel free to open that up so you don't have to wait on the stream delay and or play on mobile and stuff like that. Click the link in the chat. All right, we're going to restart. 3, 2, 1. I don't know about you all, chat, but I love this kind of music. Nice job on the first level. Let's keep it rolling. You speak today at 3:45. It's on Azure Networking. Nice, go with Sean. Well, best of luck with that, but I know you're probably going to do great. Heard about the alphabet song changing? No, I didn't, Roy Lacey. Like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Change the LMNO part. Get out of here. You spoke yesterday on migrating to Azure. Dang, 2 talks at 1 conference. Killing it, Sean. Nice job, chat. Level 7. Here we go. What is it supposed to be now, Roy Lacey? LMNO? LMNOP? Your math was wrong. You should watch it afterwards. Is it safe to watch? Like, or is it inappropriate? What is with the alignment on this one? Look at this. This layout is weird. Dang, that was a weird round. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Yeah, it's just the alphabet, but different tune from the usual. Okay.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Janice Crew 7.
What's up, Yanni? Good to see you, buddy. Do that. Dude, Atom's got to fix that. As soon as I make a change to the settings on Atom, it like restarts the vertical stream stuff. I was just getting LinkedIn streams set up. Let's keep it rolling. Settings is the thing. Love. Lover. Rove. What about wove? I think L is fake. Overview. Nice job, Yanni. Thank you for the snooze. What is a wife? There's wife, wives, those gentlemen's wives, right? Driving slow, wondering and looking at your surroundings. Wive. Watch me wive. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay. Watch me wive. Or, look, Mom, I'm wive. I'm wive right now. Thank you for that bet. Thank you for that bet. Let's keep it rolling. Level 16. Okay, cores. Thank you. High five, Yanni. Doctor. Roto. Oh, it's 5 letters or more. Rudes. Doors. Dutes? Tudes? I don't know. What about Discord? Oh. Stood. Nice job, Sean. Coots. Coors Light. Coors Light. Drink from the mountains. I think Coos is word, right? COOS. Oh, well. Torso. Nice job, Ordinary Gamer. Ordinary Gamer. What a good guess. Crocs. Crude. Cruise. Yanni. 3 times the charm. Appreciate that 3 stream streak, buddy. Scoot. Crude. Crude. Quartz. I'm doing 4-letter words like a knucklehead. Corit. Corso. S Corso in NCAA football. Instead of Ask Madden, S Corso. Continue, eh? Level 19. All right. We already beat our record last round for today. We're going to try and beat it by a landslide. Okay. Greatest of all time goat. Goating. Thing. Thing is right. THING works. Somebody try thang. THANG. Cha-ching. Coding. What'd you get, Ordinary Gamer? Night. So thing and night. Nothing. Ooh. Nighting. Nighting. Knitting. Ordinary Gamer got thong. Thang? Mm-hmm. Coding. Ah. Coats? What's the hidden letter? Thing, thang, thong. Ooh. Cha-ching? Chang. Sighting. I don't know what the hidden letter is. This is a tough one, chat. Catting. Padding. Batting. Changing. Oh, you. You is the... Gotcha. Gatch. Cotch. Hatch. Hotch. Notch. Got that one. Notching.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Nez_Berg.
Hey, what's up, Nez? Hey, OG. Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. We're going to call it on that one, though. No more words on stream. We got 2 rounds. We broke our record for the today with 19. Level 19. We got 18 last round. Big shout out to Ordinary Gamer, May, Rugmat, Yanni, Build-A-Builder, Finicky Dev. Oh, I didn't see you pop in. My bad. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Code with Sean, Marcus Voice Coder, and Roy Lacey for helping us get to that. Hope you had fun. And, hey, Ness, Dank community here. Good people. Oh, I appreciate that, Ordinary Gamer. I need to get back to work and be productive. Fair enough. Fair enough. Appreciate you. If you get your lurk on, that's great. If not, you need less distraction. Totally understand. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend, Build-A-Builder. All right, yes. So if you are here and you're about to leave because we're not going to play Words on stream anymore, be sure to drop a follow on the channel because we stream every Friday at 12:30 p.m. right here. And we do play Words on stream while I eat lunch. That's why the lunch break sign is on there. And so you can tune in for future times when we play together. All right? All right. Now, on to the technical portion. If you want to stick around and learn something about programming, especially using AI to program, that's what we're going to be doing. I will lurk until I get pulled in. Yeah, no worries, Build-A-Builder. again, if for real, like I'm very much about, I mean, I appreciate people tuning in, but if you need to be like focused, or you know, it's just too much of a distraction, or you need, like, I want you to spend your time wisely, and if that means not being here, then so be it. Okay. So, I mean, I'd love to have you here, but at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. So keep that in mind. No pressure on lurking or anything like that. All right, folks, we're going to move on to the technical portion of today's stream, which is, well, let me get the live going on LinkedIn now too. Un momento, por favore. It's like an interesting song. All right, we're gonna go live. All right, welcome in. We are starting the technical portion of the show where we're seeing if AI can solve. Yeah, exactly, Genescu, as the bot put it. Welcome in. If you're just tuning in, we are now getting to the technical segment of the show where we're continuing what we started off last week, which is seeing if the AI, any AI that is, can solve this coding meme, which is you typically do something manual for 10 minutes. It takes you 10 minutes on a weekly basis or whatever recurring basis it is. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to spend more time trying to code up a solution to automate that. And it takes you way longer and it's not exactly cost effective. You don't get the return on your investment. So the idea is maybe AI can actually accelerate that so that it doesn't take as much as 10 hours and it actually is a good use of your time and saves you in the long run time from having to do that repetitive task. And the example I'm using is I personally have to generate a report manually. It takes me about 15-20 minutes, give or take, depending on what's going on that week, to generate a report on our YouTube stats. Like, how did our videos do over the past week? How many subscribers did we get? How many viewers did we get? And so forth. The example of that report is kind of here. This is a very pseudo version of it. And where we left off last week is that the AI was able to definitely accelerate my time to use the YouTube API and spit out code that I could just drop in into my app and get this data. It can look at what was happening previous week and then compare to this week. And the expectation is I would run it every week manually myself or set it up on a cron job or something like that. And that way it will work out. So that's where we left off. Where we also left off is we were struggling, but I think this was more of a struggle with the YouTube API limitations that we have. And we wanted to see, all right, how many total videos have been published? How many of those are standard videos? How many of those are shorts? And that way I can report on that to say, hey, we published one standalone video and then like 5 YouTube shorts this week and increase that because that's part of my report as well. So we're going to dive deeper into that to see if we can find something within YouTube's API ourselves and leveraging AI and go forth from there. But the short answer is, so if you're looking for an answer, the short answer is, like everything in programming, it depends. In the case of this, it definitely did. I would say it took us maybe an hour to get to that point where it was producing. You can go back and watch the stream from last week, the recording of that if you'd like, on twitch.tv/clarkio or youtube.com/clarkio. So it took about like an hour-ish, maybe a little bit more, to get that done. And I would say that's cost effective because considering I've already done it 20 weeks of reporting this runabout, and let's say it takes 10 minutes each time, that's 200 minutes. And if I have another 20 weeks to do that, I'm saving myself and my company 20 minutes of my time putting that report together by automating it if it was just that. Okay. At this point, I would say it's not cost effective for this, but I'm going to see this all the way through and see if I can automate it because I'm a developer and I'm falling prey to this meme. That's it. And that's how I want to try and see if I can get this as close to the finish line as possible and leverage AI to help us solve some of these other things a bit more. So that's what we're working on. If that interests you, I hope you stick around. If not, we will see you in the next one when we move on to something that's more interesting to you. Okay. Ordinary Gamer over on Twitch says Bard ? Or whatever it's called now. It's called Gemini now. I know what you mean. What I've been using, or what I started using in the past, because it's touted right now as the best AI to use when it comes to coding. So this is from Anthropic. It's called Claude 3.5 Sonnet. You'll see down here. That's what I'm using. And that's what we used to get to the point that we were last time, which I got to get that spun up. Actually, I should have done that before I introed this, but you get the idea. Oh, excuse me. Excuse you. Safe can watch only 30 seconds. What video is that again? Is that the alphabet one? I'll have to watch that off stream and I'll get back to you in the Discord then, Roy Lacey. Just remind me there. Drop it, Roy Lacey, drop it in the Discord so that I don't forget, actually. Sean says hydrate. Thank you, Sean. Cheers. Let me mark that as complete. Thank you, Sean, for that. Yanni says, let's get technical for the stream. I will lurk until I get pulled in. All right, I think I'm caught up on chat now.
About to start in 5,000
an ad on Twitch.
There's an ad running for 90.
Release this is, yeah, that's why I said, excuse me. I sent that, then noticed you started LinkedIn stream. Yep. Stream Deck button. Stream Deck button for what? Oh, marking things complete? Yeah, I haven't hooked that up yet. I need to. All right, I got your message on Discord, Roy Lacey. I'll check it out later. I'll leave it as unread. All right. On that note, let's jump into it. So, as I mentioned, where we left off last week was this code. Actually, I got to get spun up. Hold on a second. Wait, because I've been using a code space for this. Let's connect to code space. Use code. Excuse me. AI YouTube Reporter tool. Yep. While I'm doing this, folks that are interested in AI or maybe are more, well, because I'm still kind of, how would I describe myself? I'm dipping my toes in AI more and more, and I'm probably, I would say, up to my my shins level in terms of, oh, I should update that too. I'm up to my shins in water, if you will. What are we up to now? Can AI solve this meme? Yep, there we go. I'm up to my shins in water, right? So I started dipping my toes, and I got it up to my ankles, and I would say I would up to my shins, maybe my knees deep in water in terms of my learning and experimentation of AI and AI coding tools right now. And the reason I say, why do I say that? I don't know why I say that. Does this code look like what we were looking at before? Yes. This seems about right. Although I think I hacked on this a little bit off stream too. No, this looks right. Yeah, so we were running into this, well, that forbidden. Okay, so this is where we left off specifically. We were running into an error where forbidden, and I was trying to talk to the AI to be like, hey, this thing is giving me errors in terms of the API. Actually, no, it's on and off. It's been doing that too. And then we were trying to filter. We're trying to say, hey, AI, you need to filter. We thought we found a filter in there in the YouTube API that says you can say type shorts, which I thought, let's see if we can search for this again. YouTube shorts. API reference. I think it was under the YouTube Analytics API, not just the YouTube data API. Short. Only include videos that are less than 4 minutes long. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. 6 full screen ads. That's a first. I got to get off this VPN ASAP for Netherlands. Marcus Voice Coder says, I find the semantic search quite helpful and easy to do. Some say Clarkio needs own home lab too. Maybe. Maybe. So what I was pointing out here is I'm trying to search the YouTube API, but not data API. I want to search YouTube API shorts. It seems to be a tough thing to figure out right now. Maybe we just skip over that and we see if we can just get data based on a date range. I might skip over this whole filtering. The reason why I'm saying I might skip over this whole idea of filtering, and we were using my personal channel, not my work channel, because this is a work report. But I don't want to potentially accidentally expose any work API keys or whatnot. If it's my own personal one, I can deal with that quickly, you know. But the reason we're using, another reason I'm bringing that up is it's a smaller set of data that we can use than what my works channel has. In this case, so it's saying I have 183 total videos, and I think it should be something like 60 something shorts and 120 long form videos or something like that. But you get the idea. So how do you do it manually? So the way I do it manually is I go on my work computer, I go into my works YouTube account, I go to the analytics page, and I change the filters in that analytics page and whatnot. Again, it's not like a really time consuming thing. It's just a boring, mundane, repetitive task that I got to do every Monday, you know? So, and I wasn't really planning on necessarily automating it until I came up with the idea for this content of trying to solve that meme, because I think this is fun. This is funny. I like coding memes. And so yeah, that's kind of what sparked it really, Marcus. And honestly, this thought did come into my mind, but because I knew it would take me 10 hours of writing code to automate it, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And then weeks later, right? So this probably came to mind, I don't know, 5 weeks into me doing YouTube videos for work. And I was doing this report. And then I held off all this time because I'm like, I know this is going to take me way longer to like code it to automate it than it is going to take me to just do it manually every week, right? I resisted this meme. And then I got into this topic of like trying AI, and that's where the thought came up, was like, okay, AI has definitely accelerated my workflow. Maybe it could solve this meme, and I can use my example as like a real world thing to try and automate. You know what I'm saying? Twitch category. Did I not switch over to it? I didn't. Thank you for the reminder there. I switched over to software and game dev. Why'd you say Nick Merckx though? Transition to software and game dev. Royley says, me who's the embodiment of this meme. Are you, Royley? You do that a lot? All right. And can't really do it with the web scrape then? You kind of can, Marcus. So Marcus was thinking like, oh, what if I just on my work computer or even on my personal here for my personal channel, scrape the analytics page? That thought did cross my mind, Marcus, but I decided to go away from that for two reasons. Like, that tends to be pretty unreliable because a lot of times these sites will change the structure, the HTML of it, and then you have to adapt to that, and you know, it could just break things all of a sudden, and then you're spending more time, right? So there's that. And then two, the way YouTube's analytics page like is set up structurally, there isn't like a clear identifier. Like, so they'll show you, I wonder if I can give you an example. I'll bring up my my own YouTube Studio analytics page so you can see that. Let's go in. So it's in advanced mode basically. So here's an example. And so in order to get like this data, like, so it's the last 28 days there. And in order to get like this data, this is an HTML like div that is not very clearly identifiable. There is no like ID or some type of class that delineates this number that's in the HTML from any of the other numbers. Like visually it shows up great, right? We can tell the difference as a human being, but like analyzing the HTML structure of this page, it would be just as, in my opinion, I feel like it'd be just as challenging to go this route of scraping the page. The other thing is, the third reason is scraping is generally frowned upon. Now, a lot of times the reason why scraping is frowned upon is because people are using it for profit or commercial purposes or whatever it may be. In this case, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal because I'm just using it to analyze my own data and not do anything beyond that or provide this as a product to somebody else to use, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not I'm not taking advantage of YouTube by scraping the page for the purposes of this example. But that, generally speaking, scraping is kind of like a frowned upon gray area. I don't know if there's legalities, like if people do that or not in the real world. So there is that to consider and think about. Roylee says, don't YouTube Shorts have an alternate YouTube URL? Would it be possible to request the Shorts URL with any ID and see if the response is the same? It's funny you bring that up, because when we were researching this last week, there was a Stack Overflow result that came up that people were suggesting that. And that could work. The one reason why I personally was straying away from that, but I'm not really hard set on straying away because of this reason, but it is that can be resource intensive, in the sense of, like, imagine for just my channel alone, it's 183 videos I would have to do that query on over and over again, right? And sure, I can maybe spin off different worker threads in Node to do that, or whatnot, to speed it up. And that could work. That definitely could work. That is an option, for Lisi. But I've kind of shied away from that a little bit. But I don't feel so strongly about that I won't. I'm against pursuing that ever, but it's just, that's one of my knee-jerk reactions, is like, that'd be very resource intensive. However, the reason why I'm kind of not so against it is because really I just need to do that one time. And then I could store that data, basically, you know what I mean? And then just show the diff from my initial first time I ran it to every week, right? So basically it takes a lot of resources and takes longer the first time I run this thing. And then after that, I'll know it'll only be for a handful of videos each week, right? It's not like I'm publishing 100 videos a week. You know what I mean? At most, I'm publishing, at least on the work channel. On my channel, I'm not publishing weekly at all. But on my work channel, it's one standard video and then usually 5 YouTube Shorts videos. So that's 6 queries. That wouldn't be too bad. That might be the way we have to go for that. May asked the question on Twitch that says, how many days of... Oh, jumped out of sight there. How many days of reports would it take for it to be cost effective? Well, going back to what I was saying before from last week, if we were just doing this, if that's all I needed to do in the report, and we got that done in like an hour, I want to say, and I think I'm being like more conservative. I think it maybe took less time. I would say it was already cost effective, because let's say, again, I was saying before, let's say on average it takes me 20 minutes every Monday to do that report. This would probably take me less, actually. So let's say that took me like 5 minutes. It would take I don't know how many weeks.
Welcome and thanks for joining today. I'm Script Tea Time.
It would pay, probably 12 weeks would make it cost effective, right? If I'm doing the math right. 5 minutes, there's 12 goes into an hour, 60 minutes. I mean, 5 goes into an hour 12 times, right? Because it's 60 minutes. So let's say it took me an hour to write the code for that, and so it'd be like 12 weeks where I'd get the return on my investment, which at this point, being that I'm like 20 weeks into it, I think that's worth it, because the plan is we're going to do another 20-ish weeks to close out the rest of the year and go beyond, honestly. But like the main thing is trying to get to a total of 40 main videos by the end of the year was our goal. And so yeah, that would be cost effective. That would save me that much time for the remainder of the year. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's why I say this answer depends in the terms of like whether AI can solve the meme. It depends. Depends on the scenario. So you kind of have to evaluate. In fact, I should probably put that in the video when I make the video as a result of this research. Is like answer. It depends. Need to calculate how much time the task takes and how many more times you plan to do the task over a period of of time, and then evaluate that against how much time it took you to complete the automation, right? Like that's essentially how you figure this out. It's kind of like going into a project where you have to do t-shirt sizes or whatever, the agile methodologies. You got to try and like guesstimate your tasks, right? You have like on your backlog of tasks of all the things that you need to do, and then everybody goes around the room and says, I think that task takes half a day or whatever, right? So you'd have to, and then you're spending time, you got to count for your time of doing that too against this, right? Oh man, building software, right? The joys of that and all that goes into it. What else are you all saying on Twitch chat? I think that part took only 23 minutes or so. Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm being overly conservative, saying an hour. Finicky Dev, you want me to stand up? That's usually when I am working with my sit-stand desk here, which I do have, but it's not. I don't think my wires are set up in a way where I can stand. I thought I had disabled that, but I'll stand up for you. I'm glad you're here. I'll mark that as done. Thank you, Finicky Dev, for redeeming that.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Finicky Dev.
All right, let me catch up on some more of this chat here. If you're tuning in elsewhere, are there any comments that I need to look at? No, we're all good. And YouTube, I'm not seeing anything. You love to read backwards? Was it backwards? My bad, May. All right, catching up on chat a little bit more. Roy says, yeah, I was thinking about the first time on the work channel. TypeScript Tea Time, good to see you. Welcome in. Build a Builder, I think that part took only 23 minutes or so. And Marcus says there's also the satisfaction of automating something and getting it working. That is true. Absolutely. I mean, that's what we as developers strive for, right? Seeing what you built done and in action is a great feeling. Roy says, yeah, also chances are this will continue for years probably. Potentially, yeah. Roy, I'm sitting down. Thanks. Build a Builder says, but it could be a tool that likely saves others time. That's true too. That's a good scenario where it's not just you. It could be somebody else on the team that has to do it. Or the other part of it that's, this is another point of motivation for me for this actually now that you just sparked in my mind. There's times where I've been out on holiday and I don't capture the data on Monday in order to be able to report it. And so then like I'll miss that Monday and then come back the following Monday and I won't exactly have, I mean, I'll have to basically do 2 reports essentially. You know what I mean? Whereas if it's automated and I'm out, it's no big deal. It can be automated while I'm gone. Ordinary Gamer says, BRB, I need to use some zip ties for cable management. Oh, good luck with that. Catch you when you get back. So yeah, that's another aspect of this where you got to evaluate that too, right? Does it help others out too and not just you? Therefore, saving them time as well? Are there situations where you're not around or able to do the task and having it automated would help cover those times? Those are other good questions to ask. This is great to put in the video. Appreciate that. Thank you all for talking through this with me. TypeScript Tea Time says there's a great chart/table out there that solved this meme actually. Oh, really? If you have a link, feel free to share it in the chat if you have one. It's in the form of 5 seconds every day, amortized after 35 days or something. So it's kind of like a financial graph or something like that. You know, like when you get like a home loan or a car loan or something like that. Nikki Dev says, yay, thanks. No problem. Marcus says, when I worked for Virgin Mailing and Distribution, that was my job full time. Automating jobs with the address files and stuff. That's awesome, Marcus Coder. Voice Coder. Roy Lisa, why are you saying here so you don't feel guilty? Oh, you put me to sit down. Thank you. Have to read that backwards. Sean, your favorite XKCD? I mean, I trust you, but at the same time, okay, this is a good one. Thank you for sharing, Sean. How long? Zoom in on this. Is it worth the time? How long can you work on? Oh, let me make this bigger. All right. How long can you work on making a routine task more efficient before you're spending more time than you save? This is actually, isn't there a link to like the other meme though that I'm talking about too? I feel like there should be. Like instead of this one, which is like a more modern version of this meme, I feel like there's an XKCD for this as well, right? Oh. .07, 007. Good old XKCD, yeah, exactly. This is the one you were thinking of too, though, TypeScript tea time? All right, so efficient before spending more time than you save across 5 years. How often you do the task? 1 second. How much time you shave off? All right, so if it takes 1 day to automate something you do 50 times per day, you save a second. Am I reading that right? I love the alt text too. It says, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. If I hold like this now. Come on, show the alt text. There we go. Don't forget the time you spend finding the chart to look up what you save and the time spent reading this reminder about the time spent and the time trying to figure out if either of those actually makes sense. Remember, every second counts toward your life total, including these right now. They always have like a little funny thing in the alt text when you hover over an XKCD image, if you didn't know that already. Did somebody automate the creation of the slide? Maybe, Marcus Voice Coder. So I hope I'm reading this correctly, right? So something you do 50 times a day, if it takes you a day to automate it, you save 1 second. Is that what we're saying here? Am I reading this chart correctly? How long can you work on making a routine task more efficient before you're spending more time than you save? I'm assuming in here is like how long, right? So if something takes me 2 hours, or no, 5 times, something I do 5 times, something I do daily, and it takes me 6 days, I'm saving 5 minutes. Because I mean, at this point, we're like at a week between me doing it. I would say in total hours, again, it was like a couple hours last week, maybe a couple hours this week. So we're looking at saving 5 seconds. The left side is how much time you shave off the task. Oh, okay. Is this how long the task takes or how long the work is? I think that's my next question. I got this part, right? And this is like saying, all right, I do something 50 times a day, 5 times a day, just once a day, once a week, monthly, yearly, right? The middle is how much time you save over 5 years. Oh, okay. This doesn't calculate how long something takes you to automate it, does it? Typical 5 years. No, but you can use that to determine how much time you can spend to automate it to determine if it's worth. Okay, I got you. All right, so something I do weekly. time you shave off. Yeah. The time to automate would need to be below the numbers in the center. Yep. What Sean says. Frank F. Fusheris on Twitch shows that by automating a task that was taking you daily 1 hour, you save 2 months. Oh, I think this is how much, like, let's say the task took an hour on the left-hand side. Okay, I think I was reading it wrong. So this task takes me 30 minutes daily. If I cut that out, I'd be saving over 5 years, 5 weeks worth of time. Okay, sorry. That took me a little bit longer for it to click than maybe most of you, but I'm there now. I'm there now. Frank, you helped me out a little bit. So basically, if your task, the left-hand side is how long your task takes normally. You can kind of gauge it there, right? So let's say your task takes 30 minutes and you do that 50 times a day, right? Like, you're not saving anything over 5 years. But if you do it daily for 30 minutes, you're saving 5 weeks, cutting out that 30 minutes a day. So weekly, I'm going to save over 5 years, I'll save 5 days worth of work. That's not really, I don't know. I guess if it takes me less, okay. Stick with me here, all right? It's just clicking. You're watching my brain slowly catch up. I'm dumb sometimes, or maybe all the time. I don't know. So long as I keep the time of work for me to automate this less than 5 days worth, I'm good. It was worth it. Return on investment. There we go. We figured it out. There we go. Chart could be easier to read. Okay. I'm glad I'm not alone then, Frank. Is it water in your glass? This is a Olipop, like a different kind of soda type of thing. Nothing else. Promise. And then this is water. Ice water. Not drinking anything like that. You just used up all the time you saved trying to figure out the chart. Exactly, Build a Builder. Exactly. Oh boy. All right. But next time he'll remember. Well, maybe. That's optimistic of me. Yes. Very true, Sean. Isn't it time just to color it in? I know. I need to color in right here. 5 days. This is me. This is me right here, chat. So, if we solve this today, then we're good. And it was worth our time. It will remember that it's hard to understand, not how to do it. Want to bet? Yeah. Agreed. All right, moving on. So what we want to do is maybe we'll give one more shot here, but not spend too much time on seeing if we can figure out getting a baseline of how many standard videos, shorts, and live streams we have on a channel, and then store that in a JSON file, right? We're going to give that one more shot. Let's limit it to maybe 30 minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll jump to just getting this data, but instead of on just the past 7 weeks, we're going to see if we can pass in the start date to today's date, essentially, to YouTube, and get that data. Deal? Deal. All right, so let's go back to Cloud Sonnet 3.5. And let's start a new chat with it. Hey, I am trying to quickly automate a manual task I do on a weekly basis where I gather data from YouTube for a specific channel and use it in an internal team report. Specifically, I want to get the total number of standard, say, non-short, non-tube shorts, standard videos. Why is this Christmas? YouTube shorts and live streams for the channel. Can you help me figure out how to do that? Keep in mind, this is for a branded, for a channel.
An ad is about to start in
YouTube
5 milliseconds on Twitch.
Classifies as a branded channel, because I think that that's one of the little hurdles I've run into when I'm trying to authenticate with the API. So there is that as well. Sean 08 says, okay, 95-minute warning. I'm off to grab a shower and then lunch. See y'all next week. A bit early for Christmas music. Exactly, Sean. Appreciate that, Sean. Thank you for being here, buddy, and hanging out, sharing your win of the week and everything, and supporting the stream. Good luck with the rest of all that. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. I'll see you next week or whenever you join again. Okay, let's send that. It always defaults to Python, which is interesting. I don't mind that. I like Python, but it's not like my go-to in a lot of cases. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes, Yanni, what a quote. Whoops, I forgot to mention I'm working with JavaScript Node.js. Can you please update your answer with that in mind? All right, we'll create a script that uses the YouTube Data API version 3. But that's the thing. I don't think we can use the YouTube data. Let's ask it. Do you know for sure that the... Actually, how's it saying it's going to figure out which... All right. The script uses async await for better readability and error handling. Cool. It still identifies shorts by checking if the duration is P0D, which is generally accurate but not foolproof. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Live streams are identified by the live broadcast content field being live. The script uses YouTube Data API search and videos endpoints, which might not return all videos for very large channels due to API quotas. Fair enough. Would you like me to explain any part of the code in more detail or help with setting up the Google Cloud Project API? Did it say anything about that? Create credentials, get an API key, which we have already. Install the required Node.js packages. And then run node YouTube stats. All right, so let's copy this code. Head on over to here, which is probably now I need to restart it. Ads are over. Thank you, May, for the heads up on that. I spoke too long, and therefore I have to reopen my word space, code space. I don't know why I was thinking word space. All right, let's create a new file so we leave our existing one alone. And what did they call it? YouTube stats.js. New file, YouTube _stats.js. Paste that in there. And the only thing we might need to do is load up the environment variables instead of like this. Say process.env, YouTube, we call it an index. I think it was YouTube API key. I don't want to. Oh, I can hide my screen and then open up the environment variable file. YouTube underscore API underscore key. YouTube underscore API underscore key. Is there anywhere else? Channel name. Get channel ID. Switch back to C. Here's the channel. Does it know what channel to get? Oh, enter YouTube channel name. Oh, that's cool. That's a new thing that it didn't do before. It goes and gets the channel ID for you. I like that. Instead of me having to know my channel ID. I think we might be ready to run with this. Already. I think we already have this installed. Where's package.json? Google APIs, yep. Last time. All right, let's give it a shot. So we want that, but now we're going to say, we load up the env file like that, and we say YouTube underscore stats, enter. Clarkio. They got nothing. 0 standard, 0 shorts, 0 live streams. Looks like we're going to have to do some debugging. Why? Let's see what this response is. Let's start actually debugging. Let's say run and debug. Node.js. Where's the prompt gonna be though? That's the question. I need to be able to enter in something. Test. clarkio. You know what I need to do is, how do I run Node in debug mode again? I forget. I forget what the flag is. What is the flag? Inspect? Do I still have to do that? Forget. Oh yeah, inspect. Okay. Because then the reason I'm looking that up is what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this. We're going to attach instead. Disconnect. Where is it running? It's not running anywhere. All right, so we're going to say node inspect dash env dash file equals dot slash dot env YouTube underscore stats dot js. Debugger attached. Oh, I didn't mean for it to attach. I meant for it to. I want it to just spin up the debug process, and then I'll attach to. There's code sample directly on the API page, FYI. I think you might have misspelled the env variable. Which API? Which API are you talking about?
Thanks for joining today, Danish.
Hey, Danish, how you doing, buddy? What's your win of the week? I don't want to disable it. Yeah. Create a launch JSON file. That's what I want to do. Launch program. Right. But the thing is, where is it launching that so that I can enter? Like, if it's a command line, this is one thing I've never tried in VS Code. If it's a command line based like tool, how do I enter in like when it prompts me, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need that debugger. JavaScript debugger. No. In the debug console? Yeah, but it's not prompting me here. You know what I'm saying? That's why what I'm thinking is I can just run it in the terminal and tell it to not automatically attach. You know what I mean? There's a certain flag I can use. Node.js debug. Why does it keep bringing me that? I think I just do -- inspect. If I do inspect like this, it used to be like inspect break or whatever, and I thought it changed. That's why I'm like, that's why you're seeing me fumble around like this. Okay, inspect wait. Using inspect flag will execute the code immediately before debugging is connected. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay. Gosh. You think I would... So we need -- inspect, not just inspect. And now what I can do is Node.js attach. So now I'm debugging that, and now I can put a breakpoint here, and I should say clarkio, and it doesn't hit the breakpoint because it didn't attach. Add configuration, Node.js attach. Save. Run that. Okay. Debugger attached now. There we go. Mamma mia. Data. Items. Oh, there's a lot of channels, huh? ID. Oh, how do you know which one's which? Maybe I just pass in my ID. I'm already fumbling on that. It doesn't give you like the name of the channel. It just shows you a bunch of IDs that match, that have clarkio in the name of it. Yikes. So that's why it's better to use the actual ID. All right, so we're gonna, that's what's going on here. We're gonna stop this. That was helpful though. And instead of doing this, I'm just gonna get the channel ID straight up. I have it up already here. Do I? Where'd it go? Or actually, I already have it in a... Oh my gosh, I'm wasting time. We're just gonna... find all references to this. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna comment that out, and we're just gonna do process.env.view YouTube underscore channel underscore ID is, I think, the environment variable. Yep. All right. So now, when we run this, oh, I forgot to comment that out. All right, so it's doing something now. Taking longer. Hopefully it won't be zeros across the board. Okay, we got 182 standard videos and 2 live streams. That's wrong. Usually to get the channel name, you need to call another API passing the channel ID, so I would suggest you continue with working on the channel ID. Yeah, I'm with you, Frank. Thank you for that. Denish's win of the week / month, released my first app in the App Store. That is awesome. Congrats on that, Danish, and thank you for sharing, buddy. If you want to share a link to it in the chat for people to check out, feel free to do that. Build a Builder says, I thought I saw an I in YouTube when you added process.env. Did it? Here, YouTube, channel ID, YouTube API key. I think we're good. I think we're good there. Should tell it not to prompt anymore, too. Let's comment that out. Prompt user. Let's comment that out now, too. All right, so what's happening is getting videos. Let's do a little breakpoint on what data we get back here. Get the video ID, and then for that video we get a video response. Put a breakpoint here. We're gonna run it again. You know what I should do? Right now, instead of having to make the API request every time, I should just... Channel name is not defined. Whoa, where was that? Oh, right here. Is there anywhere else? Why isn't it hitting my breakpoint? Oh. Because I didn't... Oh, I need to do inspect break. Then attach... There's a way I can do this and like I just have it keep going, right? There's watch now. The watch flag for Node.js. Node.js watch. Watch mode. Yes. Starts Node.js in watch mode when in watch mode. Changes in the watched files cause the Node.js process changes in the watched files cause the Node.js process to restart. By default, watch mode will watch the entry point. All right, so let's add watch. Dash inspect. We're using all the modern Node.js features. I love it. And we want to do inspect break, actually. Let me go back. Inspect -brk, right? All right, so now we can attach. See what break point where we're broken. All right, now we're hitting the break point. Sweet. All right. Video response. Data. Items. We have this video. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start writing to a file. Let's leave it paused there. I'm gonna come over here. Okay, cool. So I need to debug this further. And instead of making the actual API calls every time and trying to inspect the data live, let's
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Ayush Sharma.
let's have the scripts save the data to a file for now so I can inspect it further. Cool. So, all right, let me see. It's not working exactly as expected. And I need to debug this further. Instead of making the actual API calls every time and try to inspect the data live, let's have the script save the data to a file for now so I can inspect it further. Please update your script to do this. Now, could I just write that code myself real quick? Sure. All right, where's the right here's what I need to change. Let's just set this to clarkio. The way that stops breaking things. Get video stats. Videos. It's called stats. Why am I doing that? Stats. Then we got to import the path thing and implement this function. Save data to file is going to be right there, which is using FS. So we're going to probably need to go to the top and import all that. Top here. I think that should be it. Let's let it run through. Did it do it? Completed running, YouTube says. Waiting for debugger to disconnect. clarkio video data. Is that what we said it was going to write to? File name is that. It's right here. clarkio _ video _ data. So let's look at that. No. It misunderstood what I wanted to do. But we have we have this function now, right? So what we can do is we can just say how do I want to do this? Get video stats. I want to write all this data. So we're in search response. We're going to write the data items to that. So what's that function again? Save data to file, data file name. Okay. Say await save data to file. Data is going to be search response.data.items. And then file name is going to be search. Results.json. Okay. And then I want to aggregate all the videos into one. So we're going to say let video data and then we're going to turn video data into like an array of video data, right? Video data equals an empty array. And then once we get the video response, we're going to say video data dot push video response dot data dot items. Right, and then once that's done, afterwards we're going to say save data to file. It's going to be video data. Nope. We should probably set this outside, I guess. About the context of that. Yep. Duh. There we go. We're going to save the video data and we're going to call it video data.json. Let's do all. All right. So now let it run through. Data saved to search results JSON. Data saved to all videos. Data saved to search results. Why did it do that multiple times? That was weird.
Sounds good, sister.
All video data. Okay, so now we have something to look at. We can start inspecting which ones are shorts and which ones aren't, right? All right, I gotta take a quick potty break. BRB chat, and we'll pick up right where I left off, right?
An ad is about to start in 5,000 milliseconds on Twitch. There's an ad running for 180.
All right, we're back, chat. So, so they were saying that you can identify shorts, right? They, by meaning the AI. By P, the duration. P0D. That in the details. We got thumbnails, channel tags, live broadcast content none, duration. We have a P0D anywhere. This one. Can I solve this meme part 2? That's this stream. Is that the vertical one though, or I wonder? Let me look. Ends in XPK. Oh no. Ends in 2KU. This is the horizontal one. That can't be it. I'm looking down at the bottom left when I hover over it, or if I just click on it. 2KU. 2KU. So that was saying that's not a reliable way. It is a live broadcast content. It's not even the vertical one. Are there any other instances of this? There's just 2. This one. This is I'm live right now. This is the other one. This is the vertical one. I saw that before. 7_DS. 7_DS. Yeah. So the 2 that are live show P0D. All right, let's go. Since I know there's like a short, let's find one that is Y capital H lowercase k. This one is a short. Start underscore. Yeah, underscore BB. Underscore BB. All right, so I know for sure this is a short. Is there anything unique about the data YouTube provides here? Thumbnails are all the same, which is really weird. Tags. Tags don't say short anywhere, right? These are tags that I put in, I think, when I upload the video. Category ID, live broadcast, none. Localized. PT55S. It's the only one with that duration. Meaning it's 55 seconds. Dimension 2D, high definite caption, false. Licensed content, false. Content rating, projection. Rectangular. Oh. They're all rectangular. Well, so here's the difference now. What I can do, update this such that instead of reading the data, instead of getting the data from the Google API, let's instead, I must have imported that by accident when I autofilled that. Let's instead, it's going to update everything again. Stop it from running. Let's instead read get video stats. We're going to read from the file to get the video stats instead. So let's, I think I could just do like a JSON parse, right? Parse. And then read fs.read file. Await. String.slash all underscore video underscore data.json. And then we're going to say const items equals that. And we're going to say comment that out. And just say items. Problem here. Argument of type buffer is not assignable to parameter of type string. I can just do 2 JSON. 2 JSON. I don't need to do JSON parse. No problem. I gotta do it around that. Oops. To string. There's probably a better way to do this, but we'll put a breakpoint here. There are items. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Does the item have an ID? Oh, wait a minute. Each of these are an array. I don't know if this is going to work. What? Yeah, buddy. Error. Cannot read properties of undefined. What am I doing wrong? Did it crash? Kinda. Waiting for the debugger to disconnect. FYI, there's FS read file sync if you don't need async. Yep. Builder says with this all videos.json, when you run the script each week, it looks for any new videos and adds them to the JSON if not present. For the ones that are present, it appends to a new history attribute and records the date and views. Then you have a running history of each vid. You could also have a function that marks any video in the JSON as a short/private. Last week I dropped off, but I think you were looking into querying the playlist or some other API instead of videos. How did that pan out? I'll answer that last one first. So, or I'll respond to that last one first. It panned out not well. We didn't quite get anywhere, but that is something that maybe we can still pursue. TypeScript T-Time, yes, I'm aware there's a read file sync. Appreciate that. And then Builder to your comment about where this is heading in the sense of like capturing the data ourselves. Yes, that's kind of where my head is at. Is if I could just run this initial long running, it's not that long, right? And for like the other channel, the sneak channel, there's like 600 plus videos, mostly hidden. Which we need to add that filter somehow too. Can I tell it to filter? We'll pause on that for a second. In any case, my thought is let's get a foundation of the current state of the videos right now, and then we, like you said, every week we can just update it ourselves, and we know which ones, and we can then moving forward have an accurate way of identifying shorts versus videos. We know what to expect. It should be just plus one more video and plus 5 more shorts or something like that, right? It'll be more easy to track. So that's kind of what we're trying to do right now with me saving it to a file. That way I don't have to make the API call, and I can just use that data as is. So this is the video data I'm getting back. The weird thing is it's turning them each into an array, and I don't want that. So the way I did that is wrong, and I need to like fix the writing of the data, I guess. Because if I put the breakpoint here, actually we could look at the search results. Where is it? Search results comes back like that. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Close out some of these things that we don't need to see anymore. We'll pin that. So what I think, so this is saving fine, but I think what I was doing, basically for each video, we're getting a video response, and then that has items, which is an array, right? And then I was pushing that, but what I really need to do is push this. Video. Why does it keep doing that? Video details. That's what was wrong. All right, so we're gonna pause that, uncomment that, and then comment that out, and then rerun it. Or it should be rerunning anyway because I'm watching for changes. Love that feature node. Will it overwrite it? I'm hoping it just wrote this and didn't make it bigger. How many lines is this? Probably should have just started from scratch, like deleted it. I don't need a breakpoint every time now. Do your thing. So why is this coming back again? Oh, because there's pagination. Okay. Leave it pause there. Pagination for like each one, right? Get the video response to be just one video. There's no pagination for that. It's next page token for the search results, right? So what I need to do is let search data equal that. And then I need to do the same thing here, right? This is still good. We just need a push. Instead of saving it just yet, right? So we're gonna take this and move that to the bottom. Control. Well, no, we're gonna do search data dot push search response dot data. We're gonna do the item. No, we're gonna do this. Sorry, thinking out loud here. We're gonna just push the item. For each item, from the search results. We're pushing to that search data. And then, is that what I want? Yeah, because that's what I'm kind of doing. That'll be the video. It's videos. Yeah, that's for each high-level video from the search data. And then there's video IDs that are associated with it. That's what I want. And then what I want to do is I want to get this. And at the very end, just like we're doing here, save data to file. We're going to do search data. And we're going to do all search data.json. Okay. Let's delete. Let's delete. And let's run this. I don't think we need that anymore. Go do your thing. That's why it's showing up multiple times because of the pagination. So it's like 3 pages worth since it's like over, it's almost 200. Let me bring up that again. We did it search data once, twice, 3 times, and a 4th time because there's 4 pages worth basically. So now, okay, this should be better. Yes. Okay, so now we can analyze this much better. Is there anything? Find live broadcast content. Are any of these? They all say none. I don't think this is going to be an accurate way to determine a video is live broadcast or not with that. How does the channel do it? Do I have one where I can see, like, what's the ID? Let me look for that ID. Right here. So I know this one for sure is a live video. How do I know if it's... It still says live broadcast content, none. That's so weird. Okay, well, let's search for that ID in the all video data. This also says none. It's like the duration. You have to go based on duration. Why would this is why I'm saying I don't think this is the AI that's causing it to not be a return on investment to solve this meme. It's the freaking YouTube API. What the heck are they doing? Why are they making this so hard? They very clearly, I'm so frustrated right now if you can't tell. They very clearly are able to, on their end, filter out between a video, a short, and a live. It's very obviously there. Why isn't their API that simple to do that? I have to search, and then I get more details on each video, and even with those more details, it's not a clear, like, even the live broadcast content is showing up wrong, even though it definitely is. That video, that's the video ID. I know that because I went here, I went to live, and I found like this one from last week. And I clicked on that, and I get the video ID is this part of the URL right here. WFX8, right? Then we go back in here. This is WFX8 IAC, right? It ends in IAC. This is the live stream. This is the details of that video. And if we go back into the search, this is the high-level search result for that. Then we can see it matches the title, everything. So we know. Published last week. Perfect. This is it. Where's the agenda, right? We're working on this. Live broadcast content, none. Why? Why? Why is that? Why would that be? What are you doing, YouTube API? Basically what I'm getting, the conclusion here is the YouTube API sucks. Big time. Bigly. Oh my gosh. How how can it not just be a simple flag? They must have something behind the scenes, or there's another API that I should be using. Maybe someone mentioned earlier, right? Google Gemini should be better trained on its... I gotta sign in for this. We are sorry, but you do not have access to Gemini. $43. Thank you, Sean. I gotta go to my workspace admin console. Apps. Freaking signed in, dang. Sorry, I gotta do this all off screen. All right, Google Workspace. Okay, go to apps. Okay. Google Workspace. Service status. There's Gemini in here. Let's see, Gmail. Everything. Ad services? Oh, do I have to start paying more or something? I thought I'd get it. Gemini for Google Workspace. It's an add-on. It says purchased. It should be part of my workspace thing, right? I'm on a trial plan. It says active. License assigned. Gemini Business. There's gotta be like for a personal account. Can't you? What the heck is going on here? Turn Gemini on or off as a core service. Admin console. Oh. Generative AI. Gemini. It says on for everyone. Service status on for everyone. And click save. At the left, select the organizational unit. Gemini gives you for users, the selected org unit, choose whether to turn on access to alpha features. No. User access. Only allow users with a Gemini for workspace. Okay, maybe this is what I need. Okay, let's see if this works now. Something went wrong. Okay, I'm making it farther. Use Gemini. Signing my life away. Okay, I'm in Gemini. I got access, chat. I think. I need help with the YouTube API. I want to get all the videos for a specific channel, mine, and sort them by standard video, YouTube short, and live stream. How can I do that? It just like lost my whole... I need to... I have to rewrite it. I sent it and it just like showed up and then disappeared. I need to use the YouTube API to get all videos for a specific channel, mine, and then sort them by regular video, YouTube, short, and live stream. How can I do that? Understanding the tasks. Fetch all videos there. Classify these videos into 3 categories. Yes. Oh, it's Python again. Please use JavaScript for code examples and update your response based on this. Sorry, I meant use Node.js. Get channel videos, retrieves the playlist items, fetches the channel's upload. I'm not showing you my screen, am I? TypeScript Tea Time says, if the automation saves you 5 weeks, that also kind of means it saves your company 5 weeks of your wage. Right. So if you buy that knowledge / a specialist to automate it for you for less than 5 weeks of your wage, it's still a plus. True. Very true. All right. So come back to the beginning here. This is what I said. I need to use the API. Somebody had mentioned that Gemini is going to be an AI because it's made by Google. Google's AI should have better knowledge around their API than any of the other AIs out there, right? So that's what we're running with. We're going to see. We're going to try it out. So here we are. Okay. It's using Python, which is fine. Authentication, pagination, fine. By following these steps in the depth in code, would you like to delve deeper into any specific? And then it has sources from other GitHub repos, which is weird. Why wouldn't they have their own sources? Should be from their own API, right? Like, hello. Using the YouTube Player API. This is weird too, because I was like, hey, please use JavaScript for code examples instead of Python. Direct JavaScript access to the YouTube is not possible. JavaScript runs primarily in the browser, which has security restrictions. And then I was like, okay, I mean Node.js. Right here. And it's like, okay, do it like this then. So in this approach, it's getting the channels based on ID. Then it's getting the upload playlist. That's interesting, which we talked about before, right? Uploads. Get playlist items. Playlist response data. But how do you know? Like, if somebody creates, so that's for every playlist. There might be duplicates then in that case, right? based on their kind. And how is it? Kind. YouTube video, YouTube shorts, YouTube live broadcast. This is a bunch of malarkey. Gemini doesn't even know its own API. Google's AI doesn't know about Google's YouTube API. This doesn't happen. Oh my gosh. This is awful developer experience, YouTube. How does anybody develop shit for YouTube? What's up, JT? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. I'm so frustrated with this right now. My gosh. This is another reason why AI... There's two reasons why AI is not going to freaking replace developers. It doesn't even know about its own API. Yes, I'd like to delve deeper. Why don't you know the real response data from your own Google-based YouTube API? I've seen the results from... All right, actually, you know what? I'm going to pause. There is one possibility where I'm wrong here. It's hitting me. This is slightly different, right? Because we're going by playlist. Maybe the playlist API does indeed return this. Right now, we are currently using the videos list API and the YouTube search API. So we're going to create yet another script. And we're going to see if Gemini script. We're going to call it that .js. We need to stop the other one from running. Come in here, stop your thing there, clear. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Before I go jumping down this thing's throat, use code with caution. Thanks. All right, I pasted it in here. We're gonna have this process.env.youtube _ API. We got 30 minutes too. Key. Channel ID is gonna be... We're not gonna pass that in. Const channel ID equals process.env.youtube channel _ ID. Cool. And I'm gonna put that back. We're gonna come down here. Paste it in here. All right, let's give this a shot. Terminal. We're gonna basically use this. We're not gonna inspect break. We're not gonna watch. We'll load the env file, and we're gonna use the Gemini _ script. Yay! Love it! Having fun. This is great. It's not getting anything? What happened here? Channel ID. I have the channel ID. All right, let's do the inspect break thingy majiggy. dash dash inspect brk. We'll put a breakpoint here. Run it. Debug. Patch. Channel response. Okay, we have data. We got items. We have a kind YouTube channel. Content details. Related playlists. We got an uploads. Okay, so there's just an uploads playlist, huh? Okay, cool. Let's step over that. We have an uploads playlist ID? We do. Let's step over that. What's the response? 200 okay. The data we get on that. There's 50 items in here. Next page token. All right, so it's not doing anything with the next page token, so that's a problem, but that's fine. It's not even doing it for the 50 videos that came up. We got items. Then for each item, we have a kind YouTube playlist item. Is it doing anything with that? If kind is... It doesn't... All right, so... It doesn't even know its own API responses. Look at that. This is a freaking joke, man. It doesn't even know its own responses. It's coming back. Each item here, okay, folks, is the kind... The kind is YouTube hash playlist item response for each item. And it's like, oh, okay, let's go through, and it's assigning that to videos, right? For each video, let's put a breakpoint in here. Let me just show you. Let me just make it really clear, right? What's video kind? YouTube playlist item. The AI built by Google for Google that consumes Google's Google doesn't even know its own responses and API. How is that real? Maybe it was trained on design docs that said, wouldn't it be nice if the API worked like this? Maybe. And everybody commented on the RFC. Yeah, that's great. Then they did it another way. Maybe. A bit late. Start over, please. Oh, sure, JT. Just for you, buddy. I absolutely would. This is unfreaking real. I am... This is why AI is not going to take your job. Use me as the like button. Like, or I mean, use Rugmat's comment for the like button, because the more and more I have been on this journey of learning and using AI as this coding assistant, the more and more I'm convinced that we are nowhere near everybody, all the hype that was going on around AI. I think AI can be amazing and it is super helpful at times, but like for coding and the fear that people are like the fear mongering that people are doing behind these AI tools and posting about online, oh my gosh, it is not real. So much FUD around AI and coding, replacing our jobs and being this like this end all be all solution to our software needs. No freaking way, man. I want to say more harsh words right now. I'm being family friendly. Deep breath. Thank you, Finicky Dev. JT says, glad I made it in time for the clarkio breakdown. I mean, that's what I'm here for, man. Holy shnikes. Like, are you all with me though on this? Like the irony in that I just used Gemini. I used Gemini, Google's AI. And I asked it like, hey, I need to use your YouTube API. You should know about that, right? Like it's your bread and butter. It's part of your bread and butter. Okay? You should be trained on that. Like that's first and foremost, like what you got trained on. No? I don't know. I would expect that. I feel like it's reasonable to expect that. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect that. Like, I think it would be unreasonable to say that like OpenAI and ChatGPT knows everything about the YouTube API and can like spit it out so accurately, right? I think it's reasonable to expect Google's Gemini API to know everything about the YouTube API. I think that's reasonable, okay? But clearly it doesn't. Because for it to think that this code matches, like it doesn't even, this is proof that it doesn't even know the like structure of the output of this playlist API. The fact that it's looking at the video kind here, okay? All right, so we're done with that. I'm beating a dead horse. We're moving on. It is a problem. It's dumb. It shouldn't do that. So let's say, all right, we look at the video kind, and let's skip over that. Let's look at content details. We have video ID and video published. So we're right back where we were before, because what that means is we have to, just like when we were doing in the YouTube stats, we were using the search, right? We're saying, hey, go get me all the videos, right? We can double check this type again. I'm noticing this again. I believe it can only be video, and that's it, but we'll go back. So we're saying, hey, search this channel for the content, and then from that, go and we'll get the video IDs that come back, because that's like the search results that we saw. In fact, we have the example search data, right? It comes back with like a very shallow level of data on it. So it's like, hey, here's a little quick snippet of the data, and here's the ID. If you want to go get more details on that, you got to use the video API, right? That's how it works. Fine. I mean, it seems a little excessive. Like if I wanted to pull more of it back for every video, I should be able to do that in one API call, but I digress. There's probably pros and cons to that. Moving on. So in the same way, I go to the playlist. I'm not getting anything different. I'm just getting that shallow level of information that the search API is giving me. And so I just have to go based on video ID, which means we're right back where we were with this, because the content details doesn't tell me whether it's actually a standard video, a short, or a live broadcast, even with the live broadcast property on the data. Case in point, we go in here, we know that like this one in particular, because this is the title of my live stream from last week. Live broadcast content, none. This video is a live broadcast content. What are you talking about? Maybe it has to be live in the moment when you query the API. I don't know. Like, this is not reasonable. It's reasonable for me to be frustrated and think this is ridiculous and expect this to be like true, or I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad right now. This should not take this long. The reason this is taking this long is because YouTube's API is just, it's garbage. It's garbage. Frackberg said, I've been watching without audio for most of the stream today. I don't think I realize how animated you are when you're talking. Especially when I'm frustrated, Frackberg. Fragman says, could have changed between the time the AI was trained and today? No. Finicky says, didn't Devin the AI dev pass? In what way, Finicky dev? Devin turned, as far as I know, Devin turned out to be all fabricated. Like the video that the announcement video that they showed was like like it came out later on. I don't have it handy right now, the article, but it came out later on that Devin was, it's all a fraud. The hype, exactly. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if that's what you were talking about. Didn't Devin the AI dev pass? I didn't know what you meant by pass. Like, did it pass a dev test or something? That's what I thought you meant. What's up, Ayush? It's good to see you, by the way. Oh my gosh, chat. Pass away. Okay, I get what you mean now. Yeah. Devin's gone. I don't know what they're doing with Devin. But they were found out. Devin was found out to be a fraud. But there was a ton of hype around it that was... There was a ton of hype around... When did she send that? She's saying the sink. The sink is dripping more than ever now. Something must have happened. That sink that was my win of the week earlier in the stream, apparently it's dripping again, chat. All right. What are we going to do? I said I was going to spend 30 minutes on trying to figure out shorts versus live streams versus videos. I'm upset with myself that I didn't hold. I'm not surprised that I didn't hold myself to that time constraint. Okay. But I'm also upset with myself that I didn't. But now I'm like more than ever determined to figure this out. There's got to be a way. I'm going to find my own way. So one thing we need to do is we need to go back and double check if the search API type, what are the options that it provides there? I think we looked at this last stream and we found that it was not a possibility. To like the other options that you have besides video are not it. Like not going to help us, but we'll double check on that now. So go back here. Home, where search, right? We want the search API. Search YouTube data. That's we go to list. And list has, where's type? Type. It can be a channel, so you're going to search for a channel, you're going to search for a playlist, or you can search for a video. So we're choosing video, so that's why it can't be any other type. The other thing is queue. The queue parameter specifies the query term to search for.
Welcome and thanks for joining today, Freud is insane.
What's up, Freud? Best viewers on... Sad. Google API issue. Identifying if a video is a short or not in the YouTube API marked as status won't fix infeasible. Did you send a link and it just got blocked? Sorry, my wife was chatting about our plans going on. Finicky Dev, what'd you say here? Oh, TypeScript tea time. I see your link now. So we will continue next week. Pretty much, May. TypeScript tea time says on Stack Overflow. One Stack Overflow comment says, as of this comment, shorts are limited to 60 seconds, and if they are in the right format, they'll be converted to shorts automatically. Hold on. This was, when was this?
The brakes.
Status says won't fix infeasible? Are you kidding me? When was this? This was 2 years ago. Finicky Dev says, so the none in live broadcast content means it is not live now. Live indicates that the video is currently being broadcast live. Upcoming. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you, Finicky Dev. Thank you for helping out. I thought that could potentially be the case, and fair enough. But what that proves, well, that doesn't prove much because it's not the Gemini AI that was telling me about that one to use as a live broadcast. It was Claude, which fine. That's okay. That's not that frustrating. TypeScript tea time says Google API issues identifying if a video is a short or not in the YouTube API marked as status won't fix infeasible. For reference, the original Stack Overflow I found was that. It is kind of an old question though, so there might be updates. So this is the thing. I find it hard to believe that they say won't fix, if there's any, I mean, given that this is 2 years old, right? Over 2 years old. I find it hard to believe that Google or YouTube or both won't fix or won't do this. It's infeasible. If they say anything like that in a recent post, that's ridiculous because their own UI, Analytics UI, offers that and is capable of doing that. Not even just the Analytics UI, the public UI lets you filter on this. So they must be figuring it out some way. I'm not signed in. I'm on public link to my own channel. it can filter on live, shorts, and videos. There has to be an API or some way that they are doing it to know that something is a short, live, or video. So it is not unreasonable to be asking for that in their API. You know, I looked it up on ChatGPT, my source. Fair enough, finicky. It is kind of an old question. Yeah, so there's not. I mean, you can Google this till you're red in the face, and there's going to be nothing recent from Google or YouTube. I mean, just more and more people piling on. Years and years and years. Look at this. Yet even after 1 year, there is no update on this. This is quite urgent if you use the YouTube API to fetch videos. So can anyone help me to get this? I guess this is still an issue. +1. Like there's going to be... Is there any conclusion to this? Why? Why is it is not implemented by default? I agree, whoever you are. +100. This is so obvious of a need, it hurts. Come on, YouTube. This can't be much of an ask. No, it cannot be much of an ask. And this was just a few weeks ago. We should all just go to this and +1 it over and over again. How does their front end do it? Like when I click on this, what is it doing, you know? That might be another option. I'm not logged in, so I can look at this actually. So, let's look at it from shorts, right? Is it actually going and getting any JSON data? Tell me it's using like GraphQL or something. No, this is HTML. Let's do a hard refresh. I just want... Why is it... It's showing me like... What's this? Google Ads. I don't care about Google Ads. YouTube generate. Get. What's this one? V1 get preprint false. What is this doing? Response context. This has nothing to do with videos, does it? Yeah, that's nothing to do with videos. And then there's just shorts. So they're like rendering it on the back end, right? Ooh, there's their API key. Live chat based Tango config. Why is that client side? I'm not signed in or anything, so I don't know what that is. This is the XRF token, session token. What is this for? Builder says, I was doing that exact thing. I did get this back in the response JSON followed by 7 videos. Where'd you see a response JSON? Oh, in this response JSON here? I go to the top of it. I mean, it's like HTML and then JavaScript. Where's that JSON coming into play here? Holy moly. Style. We haven't even made it to the meat and potatoes yet. Script. Finicky distance. This is because each identifier is different. Live is identified by video source set to live in the live broadcast content. Shorts identified by content detail duration under 60 seconds. And standard video from live broadcast content is set to none. Well, so the thing about that, Finicky Dev, is the under 60 seconds can't actually work perfectly because if anybody has videos on their YouTube channel that are shorter than 60 seconds prior to the feature of shorts, like that were uploaded prior to the shorts feature being, they won't be like this. And on my channel in particular, that is possible. I think even on the Sneak channel too for work. There are videos that I have that it is able to, I go to oldest maybe? I don't think, like this one here. No, sorry. That's a vertical recording. I think it's in my like actual analytics dashboard when I see it. So it's not public, it's private, but in any case, if you upload a video that is not in vertical format, that is less than 60 seconds, is that considered a short? Right? If you just go based on the duration of the video, then yeah, that logic would say that that is a short, but it's really a horizontal video, right? It's not a short. Builder says, I was trying to see if there was an API endpoint that I could reverse engineer to see the video. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Like, this is just ridiculous. It's a lost cause at this point right now. I think what I need to do to kind of close things out, since I gotta end in 7 minutes. I'm not gonna be able to make any more code changes or test things out right now, given the time frame. So what I think I need to do, let's take some notes here. Let's add like a
Thanks for joining today,
Triple B, buddy. Good to see you. How have you been, man? How's work going? I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while, so miss you, dude. Let's add a subpage of like, you know, results from the stream. Why is it in this? Get started? No. I just want it to be blank. Leave me alone. Triple B says, I looked through the YouTube API months ago. There is no setting that says this is a short on the video listing. Isn't that ridiculous, Triple B? Don't you think that's ridiculous? Snooze this API. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Results from the stream. YouTube API is terribly lacking in supporting its own features. Plus, Gemini AI is not even fully familiar with a simple with knowledge, familiar with the structure of API responses. That's our conclusion from that, right? Our other conclusion is that we didn't using this scenario, filtering videos by standard, short, or live. Using this scenario to solve the meme is not exactly a good case. It's not exactly a good one. A good one to use for answering. Use for an answer. Because the issue lies with YouTube/Google. So there's that. That's the other conclusion, the results from the stream, right? And then to do, right? For next stream. So what do we say? We need to, let's just get a baseline of videos and do our own manual filtering. Baseline of public videos and do our own manual filtering to set a foundation for our data. Then use the foundation to determine the diff tips between standard shorts and live stream videos on the channel using things like video duration, to identify shorts. So like moving forward from like, let's say we got that foundation in place, moving forward, we can accurately say, okay, if this video is less than 60 seconds, then it's like a 90, with like 90% certainty it's a short, right? With one exception being maybe somebody does, I don't know, does anybody know if you upload a video nowadays that's horizontal format or aspect ratio, and it's less than 60 seconds, will YouTube like categorize that as a short, or will it categorize it as a standard video? Is this results from the stream or rants from the stream? Glad you agree though, Triple B. Okay, so I think that's fairly. I think that's a fairly decent way to identify shorts. Let's make note of that. Need to determine if a horizontal slash 16:9 aspect ratio video that's under 60 seconds will still be a short according to YouTube or not? That's one outstanding question. Some people on the internet said you need to tag the video with shorts, but I'm not sure whether that's true. I mean, that's another option we could do. Explore. There's two things we could do, right? We can explore setting a specific playlist of just YouTube shorts, right? Live streams and standard videos. And then when I upload videos to the channel, I mean, I'm already kind of doing that. I think I started doing that with the Sneak channel. I did start doing that with the Sneak channel. Explore setting specific playlist of just YouTube. Explore using a specific tag on each video. I mean, this is a lot of manual work that would need to be done, which is insane that it would need to be done, right? Because again, YouTube should be able to provide this information to us and we shouldn't have to do this. But like making a playlist is a little bit less manual work or intensive work. Putting a tag on each video, I don't think. The reason I say that is because like in the YouTube Studio, you can like do a select all and like edit all and say I want to add to playlist very easily. In terms of tags, you can do that with tags too. Edit type add tags. Okay, I can explore tags as well. I can explore tagging them too. So that way, like when it's a short, I can tag it as a short. A live tag is a live. 4 p.m. Yep, time. Thank you, everybody. Explore using a specific tag on each video in the same way as mentioned in playlists. Right there. All right, is that everything? I have some buffer room, so I don't have to stop exactly at 4, but I need to stop soon. Is that everything that we should try next time, chat? Did we capture everything that you all mentioned too in chat? There's clearly nothing we can do with the API, so we have to manually figure out a solution. I think this baseline is the key, because then we could store this in JSON and then reference that and compare like what's new, like we could be like, does this video ID exist in the existing data? If it doesn't, then we go, okay, we need to add this to the existing data and tag it as like a short, right? That type of thing. And we can put our own, essentially tagging in our own data set for each video ID, right? Like that's kind of what we're thinking here. All right, I think I got everything out of my head in terms of possible approaches with this. Right? Radio, Winslow's. All right. That does it for me for today, chat. We're going to close it out. If you've been watching this along this whole time on Twitch, be sure to follow the channel and turn on notifications if you like, so you can get notified when the stream goes live next week, which will be next Friday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on twitch.tv/clarkio, youtube.com/clarkio. Next week will be August 23rd. We'll also be live on YouTube again in vertical format and horizontal format, which YouTube can't tell us about from their own damn API. But if you're watching over on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can tune in and see if we get to a good conclusion on this project. All right. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the follows, the likes, the subscribes, the gifted subs, the bits, the follows, the stand-ups, the redemptions, all the stream streaks. Appreciate all that support. Love it when you all are just here chatting with me or lurking. It's a great way to support the channel in a free way with no financial obligation. All right. Thank you all for your help and chatting along with me and bearing with me through these frustrations. Maybe we'll solve it next week. Tune in to find out more next week. See you there. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I got to get going to an appointment. I'll see you. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Peace out.